Welcome back to KCTV English News. I'm Angel Kim. The provincial government has filed a damage suit worth 125 million won against a pastor and his wife who made false statements during an epidemiological investigation. The damage suit will cover the expenses of disinfection, along with the inspection, living expenses, and diagnostic costs of other contacts related to the pastor couple. In the petition, the province stated that despite receiving a notice of punishment for making false statements regarding COVID-19, the couple misled authorities and hid their movements for more than 10 investigations that were conducted. Their false statements led to a failure in making a prompt initial response and resulted in the spread of COVID-19 on the island. Of all disciplinary action against Jeju provincial government officials in the past 5 years, 43% was found to have been linked to drunk driving. This is according to Jeju provincial government data shared by the Democratic Party of Korea lawmaker Han Byung-do. According to this data, a total of 81 civil servants were subject to disciplinary action by the Jeju provincial government since 2016. Of the 81, 35 of them were disciplined for drunk driving. Disciplinary action for 25 of these cases involved salary cuts and light punishment. 10 of the cases were subject to higher levels of disciplinary action, like suspension and demotion. Organized scammers who sold phantom goods have been arrested. The elaborate fraud schemes occurred on online secondhand markets since 2014. About 5,000 victims were defrauded out of over 4.9 billion won from the online shopping scam. Mike Laidman reports.
This is a posting for used goods on an online market. The author of the post claims to be selling a camera still in the box, which has never been used. There are many listings here for all sorts of used products, the only difference being that nobody ever receives their purchase after ordering and wiring money to the seller. Now, police have been able to round up a number of the scammers who have been taking advantage of people online. An office used by a group of the scammers to make fake listings was located in the Philippines. They used fake IDs and forged business registration certificates in order to make online shoppers trust them. When unsuspecting customers sent money, they laundered it through bank accounts with fake names and used cryptocurrencies to avoid being tracked. Roughly 5,000 victims have wired more than 4.9 billion won to such scammers since 2014, with the methods that the scammers use evolving over time. If a seller wants to register at an online shop, they can do so without any checks. Scammers used this loophole to register with fake business certificates and then used SNS platforms to dodge the police. Once a consumer has sent money and realized they've been scammed, they are then intimidated by the scammer with the threat of having their personal information released. This is to discourage them from reporting the fraud to the police. The police have now arrested 30 scammers, including their 38-year-old leader, last name Kang, on charges of organized crime and interfering with business. Among them, 14 have been sent to the prosecutor's office for further investigation. Police think there are other organizations performing similar crimes and are thus expanding their investigation. Mike Laidman, KCTV.
Thank you for joining us today at KCTV English News. Please follow us on YouTube at KCTV E-News Jeju and on KCTV's VOD service. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you again next week.